Hello and welcome to Mystic Star Magic. This reading is about what's happening this week. I have some tarot cards, some oracle cards, and a sprinkle of charms. Okay, so before we take a deep breath, I just wanted to thank everybody who's subscribed and liked the video. I truly appreciate it. It means a lot to me and it allows me to grow this channel. Thank you so much. Alright, now that we got that done and out of the way, let's take a deep breath in, close our eyes, and now as we exhale and open our eyes, choose whichever pile it calls out to you. Alright, let's get this done. Hello group 1, let's find out what's happening with you this week. These guys are oracle cards that we'll look into in just a bit, but first let's do Monday, which is Eight of Earth, also known as Eight of Pentacles. We have Two of Water, Two of Cups. Then we have Six of Air, so Six of Swords. On Thursday we have Temptation. So this is, usually the Devil card. On Friday we have Six of Earth. And these guys are big cards. On Saturday we have Eight of Fire, and then finally on Sunday we have the Ten of Earth, which is Ten of Pentacles. And yeah, so Eight of Fire is Eight of Wands. Okay, you know how we like to always clarify. So clarifying. So I'm just gonna leave these guys all the way up here and we'll get them in just a bit. So clarifying the Eight of Pentacles or Eight of Earth is the Lovers. Interesting. Clarifying the Two of Cups is the Fool. Clarifying the Six of Swords or Six of Air is the Star. Oh, this is really cool. Clarifying Temptation or the Devil is Ten of Wands. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to shake the camera. Hopefully it's not too bad. Okay. And clarifying the Six of Pentacles or Six of Earth is, we have the Tower. Okay. Now we have clarifying the Eight of Fire, Eight of Wands is the Knight of Wands, which makes a lot of sense too. And then clarifying the Ten of Earth or Ten of Pentacles is the Hermit. Interesting. Okay, so let's look overall. Your energy for this week is it's a very positive energy. There is like little ebbs and flow, like there ebb and flows to it, but it's really good. Okay, so on Monday you start off with really concentrating on work and focusing on work. It's also like, it seems like there might be some sort of decision that you have to make on Monday. Could be terms of love, but it seems to me that it's more in terms of work-related finances. So you're kind of doing your work. You're just moving along. See if you actually see. You're starting to have the tree that is actually starting to grow, but it's not fully there yet. So yeah. So definitely a choice. Maybe there's some sort of balance that is a bit unbalanced, but I think it's more of a choice. There's a choice coming. Here we have the Two of Cups and the Fool. So seems to me that you have like here, there is love. Definitely we're going to have like, pull a love card, to see the general feeling of this. But there is love and there is a trying to get some balance. And it seems like there might be like a new beginning. I'm not sure why I'm feeling this way, but I feel like maybe if you are with somebody, you're both kind of going in different directions at this point in time. or you're looking at different aspects that you're wanting to focus on. And it does seem like there is a new beginning coming, so that is good, and it's a positive new beginning. It's kind of like, if you're starting off with love, that's good too, but it seems like there's just an overall general new beginning. 6 of air, 6 of swords, there's like some sort of motion, you're thinking about some sort of move, or you're trying to move away from something that you're like, you felt like there was a lot of negativity around. So you're trying to get away from that kind of energy and more to a one that's here, the star, which is hope. Like, you're feeling you want to be surrounded by like really a lot of optimism and just hopeful, like so that you don't feel you don't just want to feel weighed down. And I think that we're going to get more into later in the week. So we have temptation on Thursday. So the temptation here on the 10 of Wands is like, I really think it's a temptation to just kind of stop working, kind of just drop all your like any kind of burdens that you're feeling, and you're just kind of tempted to just do like she's doing, just kind of I want to say not necessarily feel sorry for yourself, but just, and not even resting. It's more because it's not even that you're enjoying it, like it's not that you're gonna actually rest, but it's more of feeling so overwhelmed that you just are trying to unplug, trying to buffer out of like feeling overwhelmed. So buffering could be with eating, like eating stuff that you don't necessarily are hungry about, but just eating because you want to eat. It's like that kind of a temptation where you're just giving up, or like just exactly, it's like you're kind of giving up because it's just you're feeling too overwhelmed on Thursday. Yeah, that's understandable. Just consider, don't feel, if that happens to you on Thursday, don't feel bad about it. A lot of times it's like we start a vicious cycle because we felt like we gave into some sort of temptation, and then we beat up on ourselves about it, right? And then just kind of repeats the cycle. So don't do that. It's okay if you have a day off, or even 2 or 3. So just make sure that you don't beat yourself up again. Just move forward, keep moving forward, and you'll be fine. On Friday, we have the 6 of Earth, or 6 of Pentacles, which is like you're feeling very giving. You're feeling, you're just feeling very compassionate, very full of giving. Here with the Tower, it makes me think like, it feels like before, I think you had a lot of sense of scarcity, and now you're letting that go, and now you feel like you actually start to see all the cool things that you do have around you. Like you're starting to see all the positive things that are happening in your life. So here Saturday, there's like a lot of motion here, because these are 2 cards, like 8 of Fire or 8 of Wands. There's a lot of motion moving forward. And with the Knight of Wands, again, that's also like there's a lot of motion. So you're just kind of picking up like with a lot of passion, and you're moving forward towards what you want. You are, again, I think, moving towards a sense of more peace and optimism, and just feeling really encouraged. So here we have, on Sunday, you're just gonna be probably seems like the 10 of Earth, which is usually family and just feeling very established. So you might just be, like spending time with family, or you're just going to feel really established, and but you're going to, afterwards, you're just going to kind of take some time and process the week. It's the Hermit spirit. It's more like going inward at the end of the day on Sunday. Okay, so we have the third eye chakra as this is like the energy for the week. So I think it's telling you to look beyond what's here, like what you've deemed to be, your reality. Look beyond that and start to see there's new potential. There's like things that aren't seen. Just, I have to say, like, there's like some sort of like intuition feeling, like kind of glimpses of things, of like insights of inspiration that I think is happening. We also have Flourish, which is all beautiful. So that's our Flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your shed your inner light on unclear areas of your life or those of others. So yeah, I think you are flourishing. Yeah, I definitely see that you are moving forward. You're moving towards where you want to be. Very good. You have a very good week, group 1. All right, let's see what is in the cards in terms of love for you. There's a worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So if you're not with somebody, or if things have gone slower with somebody, there is a reason for that. There's good stuff coming your way. Just not, just give it time. And now let's see what good advice we have for this week from the Secret Garden. So I love these cards. Okay, let's see what's good advice we have. Okay. Wildflower. Live an uncontrolled life, free to grow anywhere and bound by nothing. Okay, so yeah, I think it's like you are very flourishing. You are feeling like very abundant in nature, and you're starting to see the potentials that you couldn't see before. I think that's really good. Okay, let's see what our sprinkle of charms have to say for this week. Oh, we have a lot of. Okay. So we have live, love, laugh. I think you're really doing a good job of this, and you can continue doing it. We have give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world. Again, we're things that you do love. I love you. So there is love coming to you. It does seem to me like with the third eye chakra and the little cat, there is something that's hidden, that's not fully revealed yet, but it's coming, and it's something that's not bad. It's a positive thing. With this is like, I always think of music and 3 notes, so just kind of listen to music. It really does seem to me that that's something. Again, it's like maybe somebody's going to tell you something, because I always think of this as like the little bird told me something. So maybe you'll hear some gossip or something like that. Don't necessarily think that it is true. And here we have the elephant. Just means keep going at it slowly but surely, and you will get to where you want to be. Okay, so let's, group 1, let's find out what kind of self-care is, good for you this week. I always like to do this. All right. What would be great self-care for group 1 to do for this week? Okay. Seems like... This one is what I want. It's soak in a bath. Okay, so I think it's really... That's really cool. I wish I could do that. So yes, so take out the time to soak in a bath. And if you can't soak in a bath, always you could dip your feet in the water. I think what it is, I think you need some sort of like, something to do with water. It's kind of to recharge yourself. So definitely take out the time. If you can't actually take a full bath, soak your tootsies. And I think that would be really helpful too. Alright, thank you so much, group 1. I hope this was helpful. Do please consider subscribing and liking the video. I really truly appreciate that. And I just want to send you lots of love and lots of light. And I hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello, group 2. Let's find out what's happening with you this week. Here we go. It's our oracle cards, and we will look at them in just a bit. Alright, so starting off the week, we have 8 of Cups, or 8 of water. We have the King of Water for Tuesday, or King of Cups. On Wednesday, we have the 4 of Fire, or 4 of Wands. For Thursday, we have Page of Waters, or Page of Cups. Here we have the Ace of Earth, or Ace of Pentacles. And Saturday, we have Wheel of Fortune. And on Sunday, we have 7 of Earth, or 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so let's clarify before we even start to read. So clarifying, the 8 of Cups is 6 of Cups. Clarifying, the King of Cups is the Queen of Wands. Clarifying the Four of Wands is the Two of Swords. Interesting. Clarifying the Page of Water or Page of Cups is the Knight of Wands. Clarifying the Ace of Pentacles or Ace of Earth is the King of Swords. Clarifying the Wheel of Fortune is the Star. Clarifying the Seven of Pentacles or Seven of Earth is the Seven of Pentacles. That's beautiful. Okay. Alright, so we have... Alright, so overall you have an interesting week. There seems to be a lot of emotional energy because of the water signs, which I think was interesting. Okay, so on Monday we have the Eight of Cups, Eight of Water. So really, usually the Eight of Cups is a card that's kind of, you're moving away towards something else. You're leaving behind the empty chest and looking for, I guess, new adventures, new fortunes. And I think it might be that you're looking for like a new sense of love. It could be that you're kind of turning your back on the nostalgia of the past and you're just looking more towards the future. So that's something interesting. So it could be either or of those. So here we have the King of Water and the Queen of Wands. So it's very interesting because they're kind of opposite in a sense. In the sense of this is a fire card, as you can see with the dragon, and this is more of a water card. So if water and fire kind of put each other out. But here I think that it also kind of creates a balance here. So to me it seems like on Tuesday you're gonna have you're gonna feel very dreamy. You're gonna feel like, oh, you're gonna want to pursue more like daydreaming, kind of playing with maybe your fish or your pet, kind of in a way avoiding reality. But then you also have this other kind of energy, which is like, no, I want to get things done. I want to just like more of I'm gonna get to this and getting it all done. So that's like something that I think you're gonna kind of have that pull, and I think in the end you're gonna find balance in both. So you're gonna have part of your day is gonna be like daydreaming, but then from the daydreamings you're gonna get inspired and you're gonna start actually taking action. That's what I'm seeing for your Tuesday. So on Wednesday we have the Four of Fire or Four of Wands, which is like celebration, like it could be twin flames, but it's like a celebration, a kind of a union. Here with the Two of Swords, it means that it may feel like you have a sort of like a victory, but you're still like unsure of something. You're still like not sure which way you want things to go. Even though you're celebrating it, you're still like not sure about it. But even though you can't see, you do have the intuition, because you do have the crow here and the cat, and you also see that even though she's blindfolded, she actually got perfect aim. So I think that's pretty awesome. So really, I think more use your intuition and also like your gut feeling in terms of whatever it is that you're undecided about. So Page of Water, Page of Cups, and that's on Thursday with the Knight of Wands. Again, like, it's an interesting it's an interesting thing because it feels like you're kind of divided in two. So you have the Page of Cups, which is more like about learning, taking the time to learn about things. It's like young energy. You're wanting to learn, but at the same time you feel like, I really want to take action. I want to start moving towards what it is that I want to keep going towards what I want to do, right? So I think I would recommend just like learn and then apply what you learn. And I think that you will find that balance that you've you kind of want. Otherwise, it's going to feel a bit uncomfortable. I know what that's like. It's like, oh, I have all these things that I want to do, but at the same time, like, let me, like, I need to learn about them, but then I want to do something. Totally understand. So the Ace of Earth, or the Ace of Pentacles, and that's on Friday. We have like some sort of like gift is going to be given to you. It could be by this person, by like an older, more logical person that's gonna give you, or like you might be they have like the gift of insider logic in some sort of like investment or something that has to do with money, because this is like I think like somebody's gonna give you some sort of help, but it seems to me like, yeah, like it's somebody somebody that has a fatherly figure, but it's also very logical, and they're gonna help you get started on something. Maybe they'll actually give you money, or they'll give you ideas or the support that you need to start something. It's really cool. So here we have the Wheel of Fortune on Saturday. So that means that there's a shift, like a shift of hope. I'm seeing the star too. So there's like a shift of hope of like what is to come, and you're feeling like, okay, there's like, you're feeling the momentum of it. So I think you're both thinking, learning, but you're also slowly starting to take action. And then here we have the Seven of Pentacles, of Seven of Earth, and Seven of Pentacles, which is the same card, which means that it's really important. And that's just that you're starting, you're working towards what you want to do. You're planting the seeds, you're tending to the seeds, and it's growing. It's gonna, it's really gonna help you succeed. Okay, so the overall energy, here's the oracle cards for the overall energy of the week. I actually pulled 2 cards. So here we have fertility and triumph, and actually this is perfect because it actually makes perfect sense with the feeling. This is like water, and this is more like a fire energy. So I think there is that. So I think you have a lot of ideas that you kind of are exploring, and then you're moving forward with them. And both of them are, to me, it seems like you're very fertile with like creativity, and at the same time you feel a lot of passion towards succeeding. So that's really good. It's a very thing. You just have to kind of find the balance between both of them, and I think you're gonna see that a lot of success. All right, so Shine From Within is your fairy card, and then Shine From Within. Looks are only skin deep, true beauty shines within. It's time for you to shine. This is time for self-acceptance and reveal your true beauty. That's really beautiful. I think that you are doing that, and like there is that energy about you. You're like both feeling and taking action. There's a lot of passion in your action. It's not just like taking action for the purpose, like just without thinking. You're actually feeling, figuring things out, and then you're taking action on what you're learning and thinking about. Okay, so let's see what kind of love energy is in this coming week for you. Let's see. Deception. It's interesting. Okay. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. I think that might actually, the person, just from this one, I would say maybe you're wearing a mask. You don't really want to show people who you truly are, and that's totally okay, because it's, it leaves you vulnerable. But I think it's trying to tell you that you can totally drop that mask. Not just in, let's say, in romantic relationships, but in any kind of relationships. I think it's time for you to allow yourself to, like, shine your light on the world. I really do think so. Okay, so let's see what we have. The Secret Garden kind of usually give us a good advice for this week. Actually, this one's pretty good. Discover. Look at the early dewdrops before they disappear with the morning sun. So I think maybe you're also discovering who you are. I think, well, you are learning it's time for self-acceptance and revealing your true beauty. So I think you are just discovering who you are, in a sense, like kind of moving away all the stuff that other people might have said, or like, and so you're just kind of discovering yourself. And take the time to discover yourself. Like, just have a lot of fun. Like, try different things. And I think that is also why you have like the action, the thinking, and like the feeling. So I think that's pretty good. So let's see what the Sprinkle of Charms have for you this week. Okie dokie. Alright, so we have weakness is a choice, and I think that is true. I think weakness in terms of like, again, like hiding who you are. Believe in love, believe in yourself, believe in love, believe in yourself. We have the key, so you do have the key for everything that you need. Here's like a little paw print, and that to me, it's like, when I think of the paw print, I think of like somebody left an impression on you. And I think it's a good one. I think it's something with the sun, with the smiling sun, which is also, by the way, that you will be triumphant, and you have a lot of success coming your way. So I think somebody left an impression on you, and based on the fact that it's a little paw print, I would say it's like a dog. Somebody, like a friend, left some sort of impression on you that I think is changing you, helping you to shed the mask. And you also here have the little seahorse, which is actually you have a very like somebody is wanting to nurture you, wanting to take care of you. There's that energy over there too. Okay, so let's do what kind of self-care would be really good for group 2 for this week. What would be like the beneficial self-care for group 2 for this week? Let's see. Okay, drink tea. Oh, I love drinking tea. So feel free to drink some tea and like meditate on things. I like tea, you know, those teas that like, I forget what they're called, but they have the ones that have the little fortunes. I love those things. I think it's yogi tea, right? Or something like that. So allow yourself, take some time to enjoy and drink some tea. Alright, group 2, I hope this reading was helpful, and I hope you liked it. And if you did actually, please consider subscribing and liking the video. I would totally appreciate it completely. And I'm just sending you lots of love and lots of light, and I hope you have a magical week. Alright, bye-bye. Hello, group 3. Let's find out what kind of stuff is happening this week for you. Alright, these are the oracle cards, and we're gonna put them away for just a little bit. And now we have so on Monday we have the 3 of water, 3 of cups. On Tuesday we have the Fool. On Wednesday we have the 10 of fire, or 10 of wands. On Thursday we have the 5 of fire, or the 5 of wands. On Friday we have the Hermit. On Saturday we have the 4 of air, or 4 of swords. And then on Sunday we have the World. Alright, before we even do anything, let's get some clarifications for all of them. So clarifying the 3 of waters, or 3 of cups, is the World. Ooh, there's a lot of World for you. That's really good. Clarifying the Fool is the Ace of Swords. Clarifying the 10 of wands. Ooh, I have 2 cards. Is the 7 of wands and the 10 of cups. Interesting. Clarifying the 5 of wands, or 5 of fire, is the Ace of Pentacles. Clarifying the Hermit is the Page of Swords. Clarifying the 4 of Swords is the Tower. Clarifying the World is, clarifying the World is, okay, this feels like there's 2 of them. Okay, so we have the 4 of Wands and then the Queen of Cups. Alright. Okie dokie. So here we have on Monday, you're kind of like the 3 of Cups. There's like a lot of energy. It seems like friendship, like a lot of yeah, like feeling you kind of have like different kind of treasures too, but it's like a friendship you're feeling. And with the world here, you're just feeling like you're on top of the world, like things are just working out for you, just feeling so uplifted and so excited. You love being part of this community, I would say. So yeah. And we have on Tuesday, we have the Fool, which is like a new beginning. And with the Ace of Swords, it's like some sort of like truth or some sort of, yeah, it's like some sort of like, this like electricity is like some sort of like idea, but it's like clarity is what I'm hearing. It's like there's some sort of like clarity that you've gained, which is leading you to a new beginning on Tuesday, which you're very excited about. So here we have the 10 of Fire, or the 10 of Wands, which is usually like a burden. Here you see that she's just burning it all away. She's like, whatever burden that she had, she's burning it away. And I think that has a lot to do also with like the 7 of Wands, which is like you're in a defensive pose. So I think you're actually getting rid of that. Like, I think what you're really defending is your well-being. Here you see like the fulfillment, family, you know, like you're dropping anything that's getting in the way of like time with your family, time with your loved ones. So you're kind of protecting that time with them, and you're getting rid of like anything else that's standing in the way of that on Wednesday. On Thursday, we have the 5 of Fire, 5 of Wands. Again, to me, it seems like there is like a discord of some kind, but it's also like here you're beginning to, you're kind of wearing a mask. Yeah. So I think it's like there's some sort of like, it's more of an internal conflict within yourself. But then you're gonna see like some sort of gift is gonna be given to you. It could be like a divine gift, or it could be from actual somebody who's gonna give you a gift to begin, starting with something that like has to do with work. So I think here you're feeling very burdened by actual work, and you're gonna start to see that there's like maybe there's some other new project that you actually like doing, or some sort of something new in terms of work that is gonna make it a lot better, that's gonna take away the burden of this. On Thursday, that's Friday. On Friday, you actually have the Hermit energy. So there's like a lot of introspection. You're just kind of like looking within, and I think you're in a sense kind of studying because of the bucks here, but studying like because you want to. Again, with the same kind of sword here, you're starting like a clarity that you're starting to see something that you didn't really understand before, and now you're actually starting to learn about it. It's like to me it seems like I want to say an intuitive art, intellectual art, but it seems like also like you like psychic like stuff, or like some sort of like things that yeah, I guess some psychic stuff. I don't know why I want to say that, like, you know, like magic or something like that. Just it feels that way. But also just in general, you are gaining clarity and you're moving towards that, like whatever it is that clarity that you have here that started you on a new path, you're starting to learn about it. So you go from the idea of clarity to actually taking action in terms of learning what you need to learn about it. So here on Saturday, you have the 4 of Swords, or 4 of Air, which means like there's a lot of rest, because I feel like you feel like something big major happened. Like there was a shift of, again, I think when you're getting rid of the burdens, you also feel like you kind of had to get rid of the burdens, but it also felt like really tiring in a sense, because getting rid of the unwanted stuff just really shifted your perspective. But I love this because you start with the World and you're going to end on Sunday with the World, and you're going to, after resting on Saturday and, you know, like coming to terms with the change that's happening, you're going to still feel on top of the world. You're going to celebrate the there's going to be a major celebration with like family and loved ones. And Queen of Cups, you're also like going to feel very intuitive, but you're also feeling very, see how she's pregnant? There's a lot of creativity with you. There's a lot of fertility in terms of like creative endeavors. It could also be that, you know, actual fertility. In which case, congratulations. Okay, so let's actually look at what we have here. We have the energy of this week is deception and envy. So maybe at work somebody is like deceiving you, or like they feel envious of you. It's like, to me it seems like there's a work environment that's really weighing you down. You're considering just walking away from it altogether. So yeah, you have this like energy of people at work maybe just are envious of you, especially because I feel like you are always like on top of the world, and you're also very like well liked. You have a lot of friends and you're popular, and so somebody might be giving you a hard time because they're envious of you. And here we have transformation. Okay, which makes sense with the Tower too. So transformation. This fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that is happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. And I really do think that the best is yet to come. So maybe if you're just feeling like it's too much at work, or like this person's not like letting you thrive at work, because it really does feel at work, or something like that, allow things to like, you know, like do defend your position and everything, but maybe it is time for you to start looking for a new job. You know, like, I'm not saying it's easy, but like maybe there is a better job for you out there, and I think you're starting to see it too. I think you're moving away from like, I think that's where you're moving. So because sometimes we get so stuck on like the comfort of like what we think is good or good enough, and then we're missing out on the great part of life. So sometimes those transformations are really, they may not seem good, but they really are. Like those people that are driving you crazy might actually be helping you in the long run, because without them you would just stay where you are, right, in that kind of comfort state, in good but not great, you know. All right, so let's do what is in terms of love for you. Let's actually shuffle really well. We're gonna do here we go. And let's see what love is in store for you. Let your friends help you. Okay. Yeah, I do. I feel like you have a lot of friends, and I don't mean just like, you know, superficial friends, but like really good friends. So yeah, let them help you, especially like if in terms of love, definitely maybe they can introduce you to somebody, if that's what you're looking for. And if not, then maybe they can help you find a better job. Just saying. All right, so here we go. We have the Secret Garden. So here's what we have. Wallflower. Look for the crack in the concrete to find your way out. Okay. So yeah, again, I think it's like, I think you're really moving away from something. You're just like, you know, I don't feel like you're thriving wherever it is that you are. And I think that you want to move towards something where you actually are thriving. So yeah, look for the crack in the concrete and find your way out. Basically, find the best way out, I guess. All right, let's see what the Sprinkle of Charms says to you. Let's find out. Ooh, we have a little star, and it's a pink one. So I would definitely say that a wish is coming true in terms of love. So whatever it is that you've been wishing for love, it is coming. Here we have the Death. So it is probably with deception and envy is there, but I also think it's something's coming to an end. You are transforming. Be you. That's very important. Live, love, laugh. Very important too. Again, I think here you have the Horse. So you're moving. You're very powerful, and you know what you want, and you're moving towards it. I think you're feeling a bit stagnant in whatever place that you are. Okay, so the way I feel about you makes my heart long to be free. So I think you're feeling like there's, and I don't think it's to do with love here, but to do with like a situation at work, or like where you're feeling like you're feeling stagnant, you're feeling like you can't get out, but you can. There's a crack. There is always a crack, so try to find it. Do as you would be done by do as you would be done by. Almost too simple, but that is all you need to get by. So I think that's actually important too. So yeah, so even if there's somebody who's deceiving you and everything, just remember, have grace under fire, and just have a lot of dignity, especially with the person who has like who is envious of you and is trying to like make life hard for you. Just like don't have petty squabbles. Instead, just really rise above it and just kind of like know that it's their own, like they feel like they're not enough, and so they're trying to put you down. But it's not a bad thing. It's like, it's like that's on them, not on you. It has nothing to do with you, if that makes sense. Okay, and let's find out what kind of self-care you have. So let's see what self-care would really be beneficial for group 3. And build strength. Okay, so build strength. That makes perfect sense. So you could be working out, which does build strength, or you can just be building strength mentally as well. So I would say, like, okay, so if that whoever it is that's bothering you is like, like instead of like taking it on and them, actually just, I guess, do a workout and just pump out all that energy. All right, group 3, I hope that was helpful, and I hope it it helps you throughout the week. If you liked the reading, please consider subscribing and liking the video. I truly appreciate it if you do. I'm right now sending you lots of love and lots of light, and I hope you have a magically wonderful week. And just thank you so much, and I hope you have a great week, and bye-bye.